guys, welcome to my live. Make sure you like and subscribe and also comment because I like a good rapport. I like to know what's happening and if you guys are having a good month or not. Guys, I have okay. Hi guys, how are you? How are you? How are you? Please answer my poll because I would love to know where you guys are located. Please answer my poll. Hi, how are you doing, Ash? Where are you guys located and also the time that you're located? I know oh, you're in Iowa. So it's 11:30, the last day in November. So we're all almost. Guys, like my live as well, please. Just like the live. I know you're coming in. Try to like my live. Oh wow, it's 9:32 p.m. in Iowa. It's 10:33 where I'm from. I'm in the Northeast, so California, you're way behind time. So some of us are in December before. December is like right around the corner for us. Are you guys excited for December for the holidays? You know, it's right around the corner. I know things get very hectic for everyone. You're excited. Indonesia, you're already in December. Wow. Happy December, Indonesia. Are you guys excited for the holidays? Now, Indonesia, how do you guys celebrate Christmas? Um, what do you guys do for the holidays for December, the end of the year, the new year? Oh, Ash, you have snow outside? How many inches of snow do you have? I know you. So Indonesia doesn't have snow. Now, Ash, it's supposed to snow here. Guys, please like my live. Please do that for me. Like the live. Now it's supposed to snow here on Tuesday all day from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. So I'll have snows too. I live in Connecticut, so I'll have snows very soon. It's very cold here. We have to wear our jackets and everything, but it's cold, but I can't wait to see the snow. I know I do not like the cold, but I would love to see the snow because to me, snow is very pretty the first time it falls on the ground. It's pretty when it's nice and white and no one touches it. They don't put dirt and anything on it. It's very pretty to me. I could look at it all day, but I do not want to be in the snow because it's too cold. It doesn't feel good. So, Ash, how many inches of snow, if you're still on the live, how many inches of snow do you guys have? Oh my God, 10 degrees Fahrenheit? I'm not looking forward to the snow here. It will be about 27 degrees, so it's much warmer here up north. Ooh, you made me cold just by saying that, Ash. It's just, I'm not, I know you must be miserable, but I'm sure you're warm and cozy in your house. You have your nice blanket and nice pajamas, staying warm. It's just try to stay warm. If it's 10 degrees Fahrenheit, try to stay warm because guys, the cold is not pretty. If you're not from a cold climate, you're not missing anything. Don't have them glamorized. I know we glamorize the cold. Everyone is going to Colorado to stay in the hot tub outside or wear the snowsuit, go skiing. Yes, I understand some people like that, but it's not glamorizing. That's nice. That is so nice, Ash. That sounds wonderful. The winter just you think of the holidays, you're curled up in your blanket and then you just enjoy the heat because that's what we have to do up north. We have to enjoy the heat inside. We have to make the best of it, have activities in the house with our families, watch movies, curl up in blankets, in your nice warm robe. I don't have I have a fireplace, but I don't turn the fireplace on because I have little kids. I don't burn the fireplace in our house, so we just use the heat and I have like a electric heater that looks like a fireplace. It looks really cute, but because of small children, that's what I do for now. But I would not burn a wood fireplace with kids. I think it's so dangerous, so I try not to do it. So, but we do have a fireplace. Well, my little kids are 9, well, 8 and 11. He'll be 9. The little one will be 9 very shortly in the month of December. So, oh, 12 and 13, now they're big enough. You're 5'2" and you're small? Ash. I'm not that tall myself. I'm only 5'5". So I get cold. Like right now, I'm in my house. I wear robes a lot, I have a heated blanket. I have the heat on. I do everything to stay warm, you know? Um, so 12 and 13 is around the same age as mine's are 11 and 8. They'll be 12 and 9. Well, my 8-year-old, he's born the day after Christmas, so he'll be 9 pretty soon. The 11-year-old will be 12 in February. So I don't like to have the fireplace on with them in the house because they're very, they're, what do you call kids who are fearless? They have no fear. They're boys and they do crazy stuff, So having a fireplace with the fire on in the house would be very, very dangerous. So I don't do that. I just try to stay away from that. I've had a friend of a family where they had the fireplace and their house burnt down with the fireplace. I don't know, they had it on or something and the house burnt down. And thankfully, they had insurance. Well, most people have home insurance. So their house burned down with the fireplace because right now it's cold and a lot of people use their fireplace, and their house burned down. But the good thing is that they were able to get the insurance investigated, and they found out it was a true natural disaster or a true accident by the fireplace. So they rebuilt their home from down up. So that was good. The entire house burnt down. But they're so happy. No one was in the house. So everyone got out. No one got hurt, but all their personal items, photos, and everything got damaged, you know. But the good thing is they were able to rebuild their house and able to stay in the same location. Now, guys, please don't forget to like my live. We're talking about how cold it is in the Northeast. And J-Man, you're in Kingman, Arizona. Nice. You're in the heat. I am up here in the cold. Like it's very, very cold. It's 27 degrees and it will be snowing all day on Tuesday. So I'm very excited for the snow. Just to look at it, it's very pretty, but I do not want to be in the snow. Yes, every 2 weeks is a good way to clean your chimney. I do want to use it, the fireplace, and I will. I'll probably use it this winter because I do like the smell. You know, I just like the ambiance of the fireplace and sitting in front of your fireplace warmed up with hot cocoa. I just like the feel of that. And then watching like a Christmas movie because it's around that time anyways. The holidays are coming up. Watching a Christmas movie and you have to really be careful in the winter in the Northeast because make sure your electrical things are up to par. Just be careful with the heating because a lot of houses get damaged because the heating system and the electrical is not up to par in the winter months. You know, it gets very cold up here where we have to run our heat all winter. Like right now, it's freezing. We have our heats on, you know. And if you use an electric blanket, sometimes be careful of that too. Those can be very dangerous. Don't let the little ones use it. I mean, adults can use it, but don't let the little ones. What I do, I heat it up a little bit, but I try not to sleep with the heated blanket the entire night. We have oil heat, so it's pretty good. It heats up our house pretty well, but um, sometimes it's still cold in our house. Oh, you have solar. That's good. Now, do you feel like with solar ash that you save any money? Like, is it what it's they said it to be or advertised to be? There's a few neighbors in my neighborhood that have solar panel. We've been thinking of getting solar panel because solar panel, our electric bill is very high in the winter. It's very high. So I feel like I will have to get solar panel because of the electric bill. And then in the summer for the well, does solar panels work for the AC too? I know it's just for the winter or the electricity. I don't know how it works for that. But people have come up to us and we haven't really, we have to do more research because I feel like there's so many companies trying to scam for solar panels. So I'm just very cautious with the solar. Oh, wow. Thank you, official sneaks. Don't forget to like my live. Wow. So the metal, your stove is a metal wood. So, wow. So it's hard with kids, you know, when it comes to those type of things because sometimes with kids you tell them not to touch things and then they touch it. But I'm just happy my kids are getting older so they realize you can't touch certain things, you can't do certain things when it comes to like the stove and then the fireplace and the electrical stuff. And I have boys, so I feel like I have to teach them a lot, or their father have to teach them a lot about those type of things and just show them. You know, a lot of boys are going to school, like they go to school for educational. And I'm not being biased here. I feel like every boy, or maybe girls too, if they like those type of things, need to learn about the things in the household, like the plumbing, the electrical, the heating system, things like that, because it comes in very handy. And I think kids need to learn real life experiences. The books don't really teach them what we have to deal with on a daily basis. Yes, education is very important, but I think they do need to also learn about the real life things. Okay, your kid is homeschooled. That's so great. I wish I could do that, but my kids, they don't listen. They're just, they need to go to school because they don't listen to me when it comes to education. Not listening, like, don't do their homework. It's just difficult for me to even teach because of my patience level is very low. So I kudos to you, Ash, for being a homeschool mom. It's good that you can do that. I feel like in America, with everything that's happening, it's just very great. I commend the parents who are homeschooling. It's just wonderful. I agree with that. I feel like everyone needs to know because with me, I don't know how to change a tire. And if anything happens like an emergency, I would love to know how to change a tire. Now, I'm a girly girl, so I probably wouldn't want to do that, but it's definitely is a life skill that you need to know as a woman because who knows, you might be somewhere where you cannot get help right away and you need to do it yourself. So I totally agree with you, Ash. With life skills, it's not a gender role. Everyone need to learn life skills, you know? But it's I feel like it's very good for children to learn or know, or that's something that they should be taught. The education is good, but life skills is very important. You know, I have brothers and my fathers who they can do everything. They can do cars, they can paint a house, renovate a house, and definitely that's the route. I wouldn't say the route, but I would just like my kids to know that they can do whatever they want to, but I would like for them to shadow like my brother as they get older. They're pretty young now, you know, 8 and 13 or 8 and 11, but when they get a little bit older and understand things a little, you know? Right. I agree with you. No one wants to, everyone doesn't want to. I just feel like it would be such a hassle for me, like to do that. Like, I get really, if I don't know something, I can get flustered really easily, and my anxiety is really through the roof. So I would probably call for help. But I feel like, yeah, if you can do, if you're a female who can change tires, I commend that. And I just think those are like life skills that we should be taught. You were taught like a female could not do those things, but I see a lot of girls that do it. I have friends who will do it on their own. I just never been taught to do it. So my dad is very good with cars. My husband can change my tires. And I just, when my sons are of age, you know, I will teach, not me teaching them, my dad or my brothers or their father will teach them, you know. And I have nieces too, so I think they should know that as well. It's just life skills. I think everyone, you're right. It's not gender role specific, sorry. I'm Jamaican, so my my accent might switch. So I think life skills are not gender specific. You're right, Ash. I agree. I agree with that. It's just like I live in a household with all males. I have to teach my boys to cook and clean as well. They have to learn how to do that because when we're not there or when they're older, they need to do those things for themselves. Okay, so actually, you see yourself as human. So you're a tomboy. I'm not a tomboy, but I have brothers. When I had three brothers. I have a father, and I have a lot of male cousins that I hung out with. Now, I haven't told any of my son about menstrual cycles. Like, it's hard to have that conversation. My son is 11, the younger one, and 8. And then I have a gap. I have a 21-year-old that he learned all those things before. He knows about that stuff. He has a girlfriend and everything. So, but the younger ones, I've never had that conversation with them. But I definitely will have the period conversation with them. I don't know, how do they be a better husbands with knowing about the period? But you do have to teach them how to be intentional, how to treat a woman when she have her menstrual, to be kind and understand that she goes through different moods and that sometimes she might be like moody, and it's not that she dislike you, it's because she's going through something that she can't herself cannot understand. But yes, I see myself as human too. But there is no I believe in gender roles, but I guess everyone is different. I can't say you're wrong for how what you believe and how you feel about the gender roles. Oh, wow. That's amazing. Well, that's good. I'm happy that you're teaching them that because it's nice. Well, in my household there are no girls, so it's like kind of I'm the only one, and I am very discreet with that with my boys, so they won't know about that. But I'll talk to them about it when they realize. But in your situation, yeah, that's a good thing because you have to be mindful of what his sister is going through. Oh wow, 12. I think that's when mine started too. It's weird how yep, I was 12 in the 7th grade. Um, really? That's so different than how I was taught. I just had it. I'm from a Caribbean background, a Jamaican background, where certain things, well, my mom, she did not talk about certain things. So she knew we had it, but she knew the symptoms, but she didn't talk about anything. We had to just research. She just didn't talk to me about period and what goes into it. But as I got older, like now I can talk to her about stuff. I'm more open, but she didn't come to me and tell me what I needed to expect and so forth. But I definitely went to her. Now I'm happy I have boys because I don't have to. Well, I do have to talk to them about that, but it will be very awkward. It would be very awkward because what do you say to boys that they're not really seeing it? But yeah, my 11-year-old, I need to have that conversation with him ASAP. Hi Godspeed, how are you? I have not seen you or heard from you in ages. Have you been okay? My subscribers who's always there. I hope you've been okay enjoying this cold. Now, what's the temperature in Buffalo? Is it freezing like it is here? Ash, I really love that. Yeah. Yep. I really love that because I had an ex-boyfriend, like if I asked him to get pads from the store for me, like he was flip out. Like, of course they know it's not for you, you're a guy and they know you're not getting the pads for yourself. So, yes, they need to learn how um they need to learn that it's natural. A woman, we get it and we can't prevent it. It's just part of our DNA. And for them to get those items, it's not a sin and no one is judging you. They just see that you're being nice to whoever your girlfriend or whoever you're getting the pads for. What is 34? That's good. You've been amazing. It's 34 degrees. Now we're supposed to be getting snow Tuesday all day from guys, please like my live. Thank you. Now we're supposed to get snow from on Tuesday from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. Now we haven't had snow, like a lot of snow for the past few years. I'm really excited about the snow, but I'm really excited to see it from the inside of my house, but not driving. I don't clean the snow. My hubby cleans the snow, so I watch him clean the snow. I don't clean the snow, but I don't drive in snow either. I don't do that. And I don't think it's safe. So if it's snowing from 7 to 11 p.m., I feel like that's a state of emergency and the state should shut down and have people stay home because it's not safe. That means that it's going to be it didn't say how many inches. We don't know yet, but I'll if I'm on Tuesday, I'll let you guys know. If I'm on live, I'll come and talk about the snow. But, you know, put chains on the tire. Be specific. Guys, sometimes I don't know certain things or certain phrases because I always make an excuse because of my Jamaican background, and it is true because of my Jamaican background. I do have different sorts of African American friends, other Caribbean friends, but some terms they don't use. I'm from Jamaica, Ash, but I was raised in the US. I was raised in Connecticut my whole life. I came when I was 9 years old, long, long time ago. So I'm pretty much used to snow. I just hate it. I'm used to snow. Um I grew up with snow. When I was younger, I was more excited about snow. We used to go in our snow suits in snow. I feel like we got more snow back then, like in the 90s and 2000s, than we get now. Um, I remember we had to walk to school in the snow. Like when it snowed back then, we went to school in the 90s. Like they didn't just shut schools down like they do now. Like when they get flurries here, they shut it down. But we had to walk in the snow. I've been in Connecticut my whole life, but I actually hate the cold. I hate the snow. I don't hate the snow, meaning I love to see snow, but I hate to be in snow. Sometimes I'll put on my snow boots and my coat and everything and go in the snow for a few minutes, but I don't like my toes being frostbitten. I don't like that. I don't like my fingers being frostbitten. And then when you go inside, it takes about an hour or so to defrost. That's not a good feeling, but those are the things that I went through being in the snow and being raised in the Northeast. So, oh, to help me get a grip. I think I have tires that are snow proof. Like It's meant for the snow. So my car drive pretty well in the snow because it's meant for, I forgot what they call them. It's snow proof or something. They make it that way so that we can drive better in the snow or when it's slippery, you know? So I've driven in the snow, guys. I just hate it because, like I said, I've been in Connecticut my entire life. So snow is not foreign to me. It's not foreign. I just feel like it's too cold. We'll go out and we'll play in the snow. We will, but we won't stay out there very long. We go sledding in the snow. We make snow angels in the snow. So I am very much used to the snow, even though I was born in Jamaica. Jamaicans will think I'm not Jamaican because pretty much I was in the US my entire life. My entire life from I was 9 years old. So that's pretty much, my kids are young. I have a child that he'll be 9 soon. So pretty much his age till now. So my whole life, I've been here more than I've lived in Jamaica. Okay, change for the wheels. Okay, that's what you meant. I had no idea. Now, guys, see, I tell you, I know nothing about those things. Cars, it's embarrassing. I know nothing about cars and anything. I just drive them. Like, I will go get an oil change. I'll put gas in my car, but if there's any issues, I call my hubby, my dad, my brother. I just have people that will help me if I have an emergency with cars. They deal with the cars. It sounds bad, I know. It sounds bad because I'm talking about the gender roles. Like, I feel like a girl, if I had a daughter, yes, I would want her to know about cars, know how to change a tire, and know how to be independent in that sense, you know? So when it comes to vehicles, yeah, I don't know about them. I just drive them, you know? I just drive them. Like, I have so many features on my car that I don't use, which is really bad because you buy these new age cars and you have features that I don't know how they work. I just drive the car and I just drive my car. That's it. It gets me from point A to point B. Now, when it snows, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying in the house. I am not going anywhere. So I just make sure my house have all the food, all the beverages that we need, you know, because we'll be right in the house here. We won't go anywhere, and I don't go to work in the office, so I won't be in the office. So I'm not going. I am not that worker or that worker who will go to work in the snow. Mm-mm. Safety is more important to me, and my employer will allow us to stay home. So safety is important to me. And I don't know how many inches it will be on Tuesday, but I know it will be a lot if it's from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. But there's no updates on the news, but it's an exciting time, guys. 10:03 New Orleans. I went to New Orleans. What's the temperature in New Orleans? I went to New Orleans in April of this year, and I feel like I did not get any good food. They rave about the food, and that's why I went. I went to New Orleans specifically for the food, and I did not get any good food in New Orleans. So it's like now I have to go back because I don't think the places that I ate gave New Orleans any justice. And people rave so much about the food. They rave so much about the food, of how the food is great, the seafood is great, everything is great. And I just went and the food was nasty. And I can't remember where I went, you know, but me and my friend, we were talking that we need to go back. to figure out what food they were talking about that tastes so great in New Orleans, you know? But I just feel like we weren't in the right places because they say if you go in the hood, that's where you find the good foods. And I don't think we were there. So me and my friends say we definitely have to go back because we have to find the good foods in New Orleans. New Orleans was it was tough. I loved the weather there though. It was so hot. It was in April. And up here, up north, it wasn't that hot up here. It was sunny but chilly still. But I did like the food. Not the food, the temperature. And I liked the vibe in New Orleans. It was like nice, and the guys playing the saxophone on the street. We were in the French Quarters. I did not like in New Orleans. I saw a lot of homelessness, and I didn't like that. I felt very sad for the people. We were at French Quarter, and I didn't like that there was a lot of people who were living on the street. So that was a problem. You think so? Godspeed, New York. Maybe I think New York is because New York is a diverse culture, so you taste different cultures' food. And yes, New York do have good food. This past summer I went to it was a soul food restaurant in well, not this there's a soul food restaurant in Harlem. The thing is, I need to keep track of the names of the restaurants that I go to and then I can rate them. But there was a soul food restaurant in Harlem that I went to and the food was so good. It was a couple years ago. And then this summer actually in July, I went to like a Caribbean restaurant in Brooklyn. It was good too. It was a nice ambiance. It was very good food. But my friend says there's an all you can eat seafood place in Manhattan that I need to check that out. She keeps raving about it, that they're very flavorful, they're seasoned, and I